Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the oil of
Steed. Step.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
Okay, we all heard the cake splat on the other side of the counter, which means we can probably assume you can see the color.
Why does that matter?
Because the color of the cake tells us if we're having a boy or a girl.
How can the baker tell?
Because the baker does the test.
No, the doctor does the test, then the doctor calls the baker and the baker makes the cake.
Okay, I hate to say this, but can you start over?
No!
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started. Hello. Welcome back to episode number
498, I think.
498.
Season 1, episode 498.
Season 1, 498. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm excited for 500.
Yeah. It's overwhelming. You know, episode 400, we did the live episode at Flubadub Chub. Where we recorded
my
live
God.
at a hot dog place.
That seems like years ago.
Well, it was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
Oh, that
like
means almost 2 years ago. Almost 2 years
yeah,
ago.
I was gonna say 3. It feels like 3.
Yeah, I know. But we obviously can't do that because now we're not in the same city anymore. But
I don't even know if they sell hot dogs here. It's crazy.
Yeah, where do you get a hot dog?
There's no places. Like I have to go to the store and cook it myself.
What's Vancouver food known for? I don't even like the Portland food. I don't know. I know like Seattle's a lot of kind of seafood stuff. What do you get at Portland food?
I don't know. I feel like it's just seafood also.
It's also
like
seafood,
I
okay.
haven't really explored. Okay. You know, I haven't been whining and dining people yet.
Okay.
You know, I did take a look on the Tinder scene and the I think like the Bumble scene because I'm a wild man out here. Nobody knows who I am, right?
You're
So I
rogue,
can just
yeah.
I'm literally going rogue. This is what I told Taylor and Matt when I saw them.
Yeah.
I was like, I can say whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about anybody going and being like, "Oh my God, that Paul, he hit on me at the gas station." I can just do that. I can be a freak.
You should be a freak,
Oh.
first of all. Secondly, you should, play big into the podcast host thing. Women love
Okay.
podcast hosts. If there's one thing I've realized.
I know, and I'm telling him I'm on Rogan. I'm on Rogan.
You don't have to say, yeah, you could just say host of one of America's top podcasts. You don't have to say specifics. I mean, if saying you're on Rogan would be a lie, Steve.
We're one of Africa's largest
Yes.
country's top podcasts.
That's a good point. That actually is true. One of Africa's largest countries' top podcaster.
Yeah, I won't name it.
I won't name it. Yeah, I can't get into specifics because I might get banned there. So yeah, that's big news, Steve. I do like the concept of you kind of just doing whatever you want.
Yeah, I did.
Newtown, New Steed.
So I was at a gas station. Let me know. I told this to Taylor, and he said that's bad. You know?
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
wild out here, and he's like what? So I went to the gas station. I bought some beer. I showed this girl my ID, and then the little flirt, she goes, "Oh, 2 days away from my birthday."
Wow.
I don't
So
know.
then I said, "A Valentine's baby." And then she was like, "Yeah." And I said, I leaned in a little closer and I said, "Well, Abe Lincoln was born on my birthday." I'm nuts out here.
What was her response?
I think something about Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks might have been born on Valentine. I don't know. I was so caught up in the moment.
You guys just trying to like outdo each other with whose birthday lined up with somebody who made a bigger influence on America?
Yeah, I don't know. I just took my beer and left after that.
Okay.
Basically.
I thought she was like going to turn like she was like still fighting for the Confederacy or something.
Not up here.
I didn't picture, but I mean, like, you never know.
Yeah.
Also could be rogue. Maybe she's rogue too. And she's like picking a poor life choice going forward when she moved to Portland. We don't know.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
a lot of people come up. There's a lot of open woods. I'll tell you that much.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You get some rogue people that are a little crazy. So that kind of the conversation did not continue from there. This is not a future, but with the gas station
No,
girl.
no. It was like not a nice gas station, so
Okay,
I
that's
didn't
the
have a lot
thing.
of respect for her.
If you're going to date somebody that works at a gas station to get the perks that come along with that, you got to make
Hmm.
sure it's a nice gas station, like ideally
Yeah,
a Buc-ee's if you were in Texas, right? A
yeah.
giant gas station would
Hmm.
be best case scenario, or like
Yeah,
yeah, something along those lines. You don't want
yeah.
like a shitty gas station.
No, I needed it close to town. And she wasn't even good at her job. All the systems were down. I had to swipe my card like 15 times, and she's like, "Oh, our Wi-Fi doesn't work." Like, so I'm just supposed to stand here all day? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, how about instead of
It was,
Wi-Fi, you just like plug it in?
yeah,
Maybe that
plug it
doesn't need to
in,
be on
dude.
Wi-Fi.
I don't know. Yeah, so
Cat 5, Steve, you can run Cat 5.
I can run Cat
Yeah,
5e. I can run
yeah, Cat
Cat
5e.
6. I
Yeah,
don't care.
Cat 6e, we can run that.
I
I'll
can
do it right now.
I'll splice it for her.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Orange, white, green. I don't remember the exact thing, but I've done it enough times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
well, that's good. Good news, Steve. Good news. We can think of some other personas for Steve if people want to email the show, chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. What would you do? New space, new you. What are you
yeah,
thinking?
if you could like say anything to people, no repercussions.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how a lot of people live their life out here anyway. So
Yes.
I wet my pants. I'm gonna need a new pair of pants.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Steve, I had an apology from last week. As I was editing the podcast and went through my sob story for reality TV, I said that first of all, just terrible acting on my part. Didn't give it any emotion, spoke way too fast.
Too
I think
fast.
I think what happened is the show was wrapping up. I saw there was a lot of text and I kind of mailed it in. So I want to apologize to people.
Wow.
Go ahead, if you go back to that episode at that part, play it at 0.75 speed.
And it's better.
Yes, that's my recommendation. Go back to the previous episode, listen to that last little bit, 0.75 speed. I think you'll have a better enjoyment of that.
Okay. I hope that people do. Listen to the
Yeah.
whole thing at 0.75 speed. You probably get we would get like longer listen times and break the algorithm.
That's true. People would be like, the average the 45-minute podcast, people listen on average for an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that would really throw it off.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that'd be great, Steve. I agree. Everybody do that. 0.75. Or
0.75.
you can do like 4 times speed and listen to it like 20 times. Up to you.
Point two.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hopefully none of you's claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic? Who would ever be scared of Santa Claus?
I have the best. This is Chubistory, kind of. It also is featuring some
Ooh.
modern people.
Blood alone moves the wheels of history! Have you ever asked yourselves in an hour of meditation, which everyone finds during the day, how long we have been striving for greatness?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
America is the richest, most powerful nation on earth. If America was a woman, America would be a big titty woman. And everybody loves a big titty woman.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chubistory.
Please clap.
Best eyebrows in history.
Luigi Manglione.
Okay, see, you can throw that in there. That's a recent one.
I'm
I
putting
don't have
Luigi
him
in there.
Okay. I'm gonna share my screen. Again, those on YouTube, check
This could even
out.
be a girl talk.
It could be girl talk, but there's a combination of males and females in this. So
but guys don't care about eyebrows at all. I only care about Luigi Maglioni's.
and that's okay. I think here's what I say about eyebrows. I notice them if they're insane, which is what a bunch of these are. I'm not. These are not
best.
like well. That's what I'm saying. The most unique. Let's put it this way: the most unique eyebrows.
Okay.
The ones that stand out the most. You're right. Best is just well-groomed eyebrow, right? I mean,
Yeah, I thought we
there's
were
a
going to
lot
be
of
looking
people
at
have
some
that.
nice eyebrows.
No, no, no. We're gonna start with Scorsese. Martin Scorsese. Now,
Yeah, I don't like him.
this is an insane eyebrow. First of all, he's got a little bit of a unibrow going in the middle here, ungroomed. And what's always crazy is when he's got the gray hair. Now his eyebrows are starting to gray a little bit. When he's got the gray hair and like the jet black eyebrows, that throws me off.
He dyes them.
I don't think he does. Based on
He's got to.
that would be insane if if he went to the trouble of only doing his eyebrows but not grooming them at all. That would be absolutely insane. That would be an insane thing to do.
It youthens him up a little.
It does. But yeah, you can see him now. He's kind of starting to gray there.
Oh, yeah. He gave up.
Insane eyebrows. Okay, here's a classic one. See if everybody knows this one. Eugene Levy.
Yes, I did not know his name, but seeing the picture of him, those are some caterpillars.
Yes. And now similar to Scorsese, but more well-groomed. Like a similar amount of hair, but more well-groomed. I love Eugene Levy.
Yeah, I see these eyebrows I can appreciate.
And he stands out from also the circular glasses. I mean, just his look is a very unique look. But the eyebrows are a large part of that. It does look like a caterpillar, a fuzzy caterpillar, and that's kind of fun.
I would pet him.
Yes. Next one, Anthony Davis, basketball player. In the news recently, actually, because he just got traded to the Dallas Mavericks.
In the most insane trade in the history of sports.
Trade.
The worst trade by a team in the history of sports. I'll just say that.
So known to have this unibrow, and obviously he could shave that and knows that it's there. But I think it's kind of his signature look at this point. So you keep the unibrow. It's just like, do you want a signature look where you look worse? I guess I don't really understand that.
I think he'd look a lot better if he shaved it.
Yes.
And it's never too late. Okay. He'd take some heat for like a week on Instagram, on Twitter. Yeah. But then it would go away. People would say, look at this glow up.
You're right. Glow up. And actually, it might be a good time to do it when you're transferring teams. It's like, hey, new team, new me, right? Kind of like we were doing with Vancouver. Okay, perfect. Next one, similar type of eyebrow, Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is a painter, Steed. You know her?
Yeah, sure. I have several Kahlos.
I think Penelope Cruz played her in a movie. Frida Kahlo was, no, I said Kahlo at first, Kahlo. She known kind of for this unibrow, and she kind of painted herself with the unibrow. This is some other pictures of her dress, which I'm not interested in, but kept the unibrow. Unibrow, like kind of get signature look for a woman, even more shocking to keep that.
Shocking. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I got to do unibrow maintenance.
Yeah.
Okay, I do it. I've went on the show. I've said I shave my armpits. Okay, and when spring rolls around, guess what I'm shaving? I'm shaving my armpits again.
There you go.
And it's wonderful.
Yes.
I'm like a swan in the water, like a torpedo.
I can't say I relate to that one, but okay, here's one a little even further back. Groucho Marx.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Now, Groucho Marx was an old kind of comedian actor, if I remember right. He is an insane. Look at these eyebrows.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Eugene Levy's just if he got eyebrow injections.
I'm assuming these are not even real.
American There's no way.
Actor. Okay, I was right about that. Passed away in 1977. See, probably why you're not familiar with them. But an old. They're just insane.
They're fake. And they got to be fake. Look at that mustache.
Oh,
I'd believe him if it weren't for the mustache.
You're right. The mustache is that Here's the funny thing about looking at Groucho Marx. It looks like whatever he's doing is racist, but it's not. But like,
it's because it's Italian.
It's because it's like an Italian version of a blackface. Maybe it's
100%
borderline. Like, I'm not Italian, but
I'm offended. I'll be offended.
Yes, thank you, Steve. You're Italian. I want somebody to say that. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. It's painted on. Now that I'm seeing this not in black and white, this is literally just like shoe polish.
Jay, this offends me deeply.
Okay, I'm going to change.
And I'm mad you even brought this on the show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I should not have brought this up. That's on me. Okay, next one. This is actually what started this. I saw this guy.
Jesus.
I saw this. No, people are not going to know who this is. People are not going to know who this is because he died in 1982.
If
I mean, some
just
people,
throw
some
a
of our
quick
older
Google at
listeners.
this name.
This guy's name is Leonid Brezhnev. Leonid Brezhnev. He is a Soviet leader. He died in 1982. This is the most insane eyebrows I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I would have just thrown acid on my own face if I had that.
So this
what he's
takes
got going on.
this combines like kind of all of the eyebrows we've seen thus far, which is Anthony Davis's unibrow with like Scorsese level of amount of hair with, like Eugene Levy amount of hair, but
Yeah.
the unkeptness of Scorsese. But that continued in one solid. There's no, if anything, the middle gets thicker.
It's amazing.
This is why you have to check this on YouTube, even just for this segment. You've not seen eyebrows like this. It looks like somebody's mustache. It actually looks like
Stalin just wouldn't let him shave it. It's the only reason I have there.
Yeah, the timing might not work exactly like that, but I think it might have been written into Russian USS law that this can't be shaved. You have to keep this look. There's no way that somebody didn't. Maybe they were. People are scared of people at USSR. I'm sure the one person that said something ended up in a gulag somewhere.
I would have risked it.
I would have tried to say this in the nicest way possible. You have a mustache.
No, there's no way I would have double taked. Would have done a triple take, even like a comedic quadruple take.
You're taking what?
That's what I would have done.
If you're in a meeting and this guy walks in, you're doing a spit take. You are spitting out whatever drink is in your mouth. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Leonid, I don't even know how you say this name. Leonid Brezhnev.
Leonid Brezhnev.
Okay, and then the last one I had here is just for the movement of it, but The Rock. His eyebrow is fairly normal, but his ability to raise the one eyebrow, the people's eyebrow.
Shut up, bitch!
It is the people's eyebrow. It goes up there.
And this became a signature look for Dwayne Johnson. And I think you I don't know. You kind of have to go with this. This is I would go with him. I would have a very famous eyebrow. I'm sure there's ones that I missed. This is just my, my research here. I am curious what other people would have to say. If there's other ones, email the show, chubstep.podcast@gmail.com, because I am curious of what other crazy eyebrows are out there in history, because I know there's got to be a lot I'm missing. There was some that were like in, times where people were painted, like people said Genghis Khan. I looked into it. I'm like, you can't tell what these actually look like.
You don't know what was going on.
Yeah, you can't tell the accuracy of that. So it has to be pretty understandable that this person had crazy eyebrows. So there you go.
Yeah, you need photo.
Well, there you go, Steve.
That was nice. That was very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, Jay, I'm going to bring you up to date on what's been happening in Tanzania now.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
The infection causes immediate respiratory failure, and scientists claim that mutations are now transmitted.
You know what Fugazi is? Fugazi. It's a fake. Yeah, Fugazi, Fugazi. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust.
What are you, from Tanzania?
Yes, I am.
So 3 weeks ago, some outrageous people from the World Health Organization had the audacity to claim that the Marburg virus was having an outbreak in Tanzania.
That's bullshit.
It is bullshit. So they said Marburg, which is like, we went over this before, I think. It's like Ebola, but worse. New Ebola. I don't know. Whatever. It's new Ebola. And the World Health Organization's like, yeah, you got a bunch of Marburg. And Tanzania took some samples of like dead people and they analyzed them. Nothing happened. World Health Organization obviously here trying to disparage Tanzania, right?
Yep.
Well, so that was 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Tanzania confirms the outbreak of Marburg virus.
Yeah, but that was on their terms. That was on Tanzania's terms. It wasn't on the. the WHO's terms, right?
Yeah. Oh man, it's it's just crazy. Yeah, they just came out and they were like, "Yeah, we tested them. They were negative. Those things that we tested." Um, but it looks like it was the Marburg virus. But the testing that they did was accurate. Okay. So, yeah, they got sick, whatever. And then it got me thinking, all these viruses, right? That are, we had COVID, we got Ebola, SARS, smallpox. These are all coming from like Europe, Asia, Africa, right?
Yeah.
So what's going on with that? Why we don't see any American viruses coming out?
Ooh.
Well, yeah. There is a reason for it other than America being the best country on earth. So it's called the old world diseases. They call the old world diseases ones that are traced to Asia, Africa, and Europe because human population was much more dense in these centers for, thousands and thousands of years. So diseases just have, more.
They can spread easier. Yeah.
They have more spread. Yeah. Like animals are tighter together, plants, whatever. So you get these viruses that kind of develop and mutate and grow. So I'm like, well, what did we bring to the team?
Yeah.
And it looks like that the only thing we brought to the team was syphilis.
Okay, syphilis. Okay, so that's basically the most patriotic thing you can get is syphilis.
It is 100% syphilis. I think they think that because it only kind of showed up after people had been to the Americas.
Okay.
And then it just started running rampant.
I would say that's one of the most American things you can do is get syphilis.
Every American should have it.
Yeah.
Because it's treatable now. You get penicillin and it knocks it right out.
There you go.
In
easy
and out.
in, easy out, right?
Yep. I got a shot of penicillin. Not for that.
Okay. Okay. But if you did, that would be fine. You were
no, so I
Army
might have
veteran and had syphilis. It's okay to say
when
that.
I was in the Army, that's when they gave it to me. They were like, here, bend over. And I was like, I gave a little salute and a sassy turn. I said, yes, sir. And then they just gave me the penicillin.
Preemptively gave you penicillin. There was no
everybody
pre-existing thing.
Everybody that joins the Army, when you go to I don't know if I should be saying this. This could be top secret, but no, you get like 100 shots, and one of them is penicillin, and it's penicillin because the needle's 2 feet long.
Oh my God, where they inject it?
In your butt.
Oh, in the butt. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the hole.
Not the hole. Okay. The side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Side of the butt. Okay.
I tried to go whole, but the doctor he wasn't very happy.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's sounds reasonable. I do know that the military does those sort of things. I know, like if you go on a submarine, you have to get your wisdom teeth pulled and things like that. Okay, well, that's good to know. That again, I would not have thought of an American disease, but it is sad that we have not contributed more. So maybe something to bring the world together is to have an American disease. Now, let's not make it something deadly, right?
Yeah,
something I like something that's curable, right?
Oh, you want to make a new one?
Well, we don't need them. I mean, yeah, we're not going to make it.
Okay, what if one happened though? Winking.
Yeah, winking, wink. Yeah, for those who can't see it, yeah, I think you're right. They can't see what I'm doing with my hand.
So,
cousin comes out and like it's something not that bad.
What do you want some symptoms to be? Give me symptoms.
Unibrows.
Okay, you just grow hair on your unibrow. How's that American though?
Ooh, good point. What is American? Like a beer belly?
What if it turned your hair white like the founding fathers?
I think they had powdered wigs. Is that really the same?
I don't know. Everybody would have white hair.
Okay. I like that. I like that move. All right. You're right. It's not deadly. Everybody's kind of matching. That helps with ageism because then the older people don't feel as old because they're having the same color hair as the younger people. Okay, Steve, let's do this. We won't create a disease that goes around that gives people white hair all over the world and people can blame America.
Yeah. And if you try and dye your hair, then you die.
I mean,
that's the one thing.
Okay, interesting. I didn't. We'll see how we work out that. I'm still trying to figure out how to start not start a disease.
Yeah, that could be tough, but
yeah.
I'm gonna just start licking bats because bats are how the Marburg gets to you. So, I'm just gonna find as many bats as I can and just start licking them.
Yeah, I mean, what's up with the bats? Like, they don't really contribute to any part of my life, but apparently
They
they
eat
must in other.
mosquitoes, so I like them.
Marburg
Well,
disease,
most of
yeah.
our bats in America died. They
Well,
went and
and they
died.
were that's because we were using them in World War II to try to light incinerator devices, apparently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, if
we'll
we
throw
would
back
have,
to
we probably would have had
the
more
episode or two
bats.
ago.
We would have
Yeah,
had a
that's
bat breeding program.
yeah, you're right.
Sustainable
Good point.
bats. Okay.
Sustainable bats. Good point. Very good point. Okay, Steve, I like that. I am going to do a slight bing bong.
Bing bong.
As far as hair goes, I'm going to talk about this bad. Okay, haven't talked about advertising in a while. But this is this is poor writing. I don't know if you've seen this commercial. I'm going to play this commercial for you, Steve. I don't know if you can see. Okay, here's the concept. It's basically Jennifer Coolidge is sitting, getting her hair. I don't really know what this is. This is dried when these things in the
This
50s.
is from the 70s. Yeah, I think she's getting a
yes.
prom.
Okay, and we'll mansplain this. These two ladies sitting. It's Jennifer Coolidge and somebody else sitting in these things with a big hair dryer on your head. I think that's what that is.
It's the device. They got curlers on.
Yep, they
and
the curlers
they
on
got
and
the
matching
the bucket that goes on the head.
Sure, matching like cheetah print robes.
Yeah,
and Jennifer Coolidge says she's paying for whatever hair service they're doing with the Discover card.
Okay.
And she says, "Oh, I don't think they take Discover here." And Jennifer Coolidge says, "Of course they take Discover. It's accepted at 99% of places."
Ah.
And then Jennifer Coolidge says, "You're stuck in the past. Like basically you should know this. It's accepted 99% of places. You're stuck in the past." And then it proceeds to them checking out, and Jennifer Coolidge is getting like an 80s hairband hairdo, right? They walk out of this place. She has now done an 80s hairband, and she does like some yeah, like showing that she is doing an 80s rock move, just to reiterate.
She's stuck in the past.
So she's stuck in the past. So it makes this is very poor writing, whoever wrote this, because it's literally saying the opposite thing of what it's trying to say. Because the whole concept should be that Jennifer Coolidge is in the future. She understands that Discover is accepted everywhere. This other girl is the one that's stuck in the past. But they actually messed this up and flipped how, I guess, the end result of this thing. It really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I'm against most commercials. Like, they would just make me want to not buy products.
Yeah.
This one, they could have went topless. They could have done a lot of stuff to make me interested in Discover card, and this was not it for me.
Interesting. Yeah. You're saying like almost anything else but this would have enticed you more?
Yeah, like Discover card is accepted at 99%. I've never walked it. Maybe in 1990, there was some places that didn't take like Amex because they had like a 2% higher fee. Now I've never seen a place that's like, we don't take that card.
Get that card out of here.
Get that money out of here, you son of a bitch. Yeah, have you ever seen that? Have you ever encountered that?
So I have Amex card, and there has been times where I've attempted to use it and it hasn't worked.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Or there's like
luxury.
Or there's the super mom and pop places that only take cash, right? But then they're just taking no.
Okay, but that's different.
That's different. So to your point, though, Steed, I think it's a little bit ridiculous of a concept. I think obviously they're trying to do promotion, but again, just think about what you're saying here. It doesn't even. You're literally saying the opposite thing. Jennifer Coolidge is supposed to do the one in the future. She knows the Discover is accepted everywhere, but she's actually stuck in the past based on this hair thing that she's doing.
Yeah, and based on this ad too.
It's not funny either. It's not funny. I mean, I'm not laughing at this.
No, they must have had a survey And some marketing guy's like, one person in the survey answered that no, they don't think Discover. We got to put an ad out. Jennifer Coolidge is old.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, anyway, that was just my gripe this
Yeah,
week.
that's a warranted gripe. I hate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Steve.
Damn.
Was there anything else you wanted to get to?
Yeah, can you explain how tariffs work? Because I keep seeing Trump's putting tariffs on everybody, and then they just tariff us back, and I'm like, what's going on here?
So, okay, to be fair, so I do have an economics degree.
Okay.
That was very much focused on microeconomics, which is not, this is more of a macroeconomics thing. I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, email me
You
if
have a
I'm wrong.
college degree in economics, and you don't know what a tariff is?
I believe it is when you are adding an increased cost to a imported good. So if something is coming from China, right?
Okay.
Which I think is what a lot of these are, right? So let's say you are buying it, or you have to pay for the shipping, because I actually have to deal with some of the stuff at work. And so you have to pay for their shipping.
Okay, use an
to get it
example.
over.
Okay, so you buy an apple. You buy one apple from China.
Okay, one
and
apple
normally
from,
it costs
yes.
you $1.
Let's say it costs me $1 to buy it and ship it over here, right?
Okay.
It is now going to cost me, let's say if it's a 10% tariff, it is now going to cost me $1.10 to get it over
Okay.
here. That 10% is going to go to the government.
Who's paying for the 10%?
Who's paying for the 10% is the people buying it. So now there's
Okay.
less incentive. So you, Steed, are actually paying this $1.10. So there's
Okay,
less
so he's just
incentive for you
screwing
to
us.
buy. You're right. The concept is it's supposed to be less incentive for you to buy a foreign good and buy something locally.
I'm not
Because
buying
maybe a
shit
local,
locally when Chinese stuff is
well,
400% cheaper.
well, that's the point, right? So that's the concept is to try to bring in business into the United States, or for whatever, the reasons are. But a lot of the thought is, hey, if you make stuff so expensive outside of the country, then people will be forced to buy stuff within the country.
Ah. Okay.
Now, there's other
That's
reasons people
annoying.
do tariffs or things like that. But yeah, basically what that does is, people's like, okay, well, now that just raises my cost of a lot of the things that I have to buy.
Cool. Yeah.
Great.
Food wasn't expensive enough.
Your Asian sauces,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
your
like
Morimoto.
what's the soy sauce?
I mean, he's
Kikkoman.
Japanese, but Morimoto,
Chef-
some of those sauces are Chinese.
Chef-
Does that sound correct to you?
That's all I needed. Yeah,
Okay.
well, I don't know what they are. I just
That's
keep
fair.
seeing it on the news. Everybody's tariffing each other, and I'm like, what the hell is going on out there? His
Yes.
governments. And then
Yes.
he tariffs somebody and then immediately backs down because they tariff us back.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
we'll
gonna
do no tariffs.
grow my food, I guess. I don't know. I have like one of those herb garden things that has the light on it that my sister got me.
Yeah.
And they can do like tomatoes.
Okay, yeah, you should be good. I'm only eating whey protein right now.
Okay. Yeah, we got to find just what's the GMC or GNC have that is made in America that is just I'm just doing protein shakes from here on
Yeah.
out.
I do have to do a science on what the hell is whey protein. How do they get
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I
it's
imagine they
basically
just
it's baby
blend up.
formula for adults. That's what I understand it to be.
Basically is. I drink it mine out of a bottle with the nipple thing.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. There's a fine line between a nipple on a bottle and a water bottle. We got a water bottle here, right? I mean, this is just
Yeah, I got this.
a
I
large.
got this thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's not that much different than the
No,
nipple that's on a water bottle.
Look at mine is elongated. I'm sucking this thing down.
Yeah.
Except it does I don't know how. This thing's magic. If you ever notice, like, air gets in here somehow, and I don't know where the air gets in there. I want answers.
Gotta get the answers.
I thought about
We got the
breaking it and taking it apart. I think whatever Trevor gave this to me. I might be wrong.
Nice.
But
Oh, that's your
shout
bills.
out.
Yeah, their bills. So shout out whatever, Trevor.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, Steve, we'll come up. We'll wrap it up here. We do want people to email us and send us stuff for Chub 500. If you have any ideas or any things you want to see for Chub 500, please let us know. It's coming up in a few weeks. Lots of stuff to do before then. So new episodes every Thursday. Check us out on YouTube. Steve, this last thumbnail I had a wizard. You couldn't have Harry Potter writing a Buffalo Bill, but I did have a wizard writing a red, white, and blue buffalo. It had to do with our conversations we were talking about last week. So YouTube, check us out there. And the show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.